Let's go.
I need to get my skills better if I want to compete like with all these other amazing performers. So I moved to LA to also do that. Like I'm going to join a stunt gym and learn as much as I can. And I think finally like I'm starting to get
This is
better.
a perfect, stunt gym.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where, so now you've broke into the film industry a little bit. You kind of know what's up. You've had martial art training. Now you realize I can combine those. You've done a little bit of work, but so now you are a stunt performer, right? At this point, you really are like doing stunts. And what does that look like? The training afterwards, like when you're like, okay, is there, do things change? Like the things that you have to train, that you do train? What is it? I don't want to say like a day in a stunt performer look like, but what is your day-to-day kind of a training to be a stunt performer?
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming it's quite different than the martial art training itself.
Yeah. Because like martial arts, you go there for a class, and that could also be in your like wheelhouse.
So physical activity and
something like that. Yeah. So I started lifting weights to prevent injury. So like I was getting pretty like well into bodybuilding and
so like strength and conditioning.
Yeah, strength and conditioning. And then but you also still have to be flexible. So like I also like right now I stretch every day. I do like 20-30 minutes of stretching. And then I'll go to the gym and I have a ton of female friends I can meet up with. So me and my one friend, I think yesterday we met up and we'll start with mitts. So we'll do mitts, kicks, and we'll do a little bit of choreo. And I love throws. Like I love doing like judo throws and a little bit of that. So I'm always like trying to like incorporate that into my training. So martial arts, you go to a class like a jiu-jitsu class and that's what you're focusing on, like those jiu-jitsu moves, or like a taekwondo class, I'm going there and I'm doing kicks or my forms. But if you're like training for stunts, like, yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of everything. And then I need to practice some vaults, like some parkour or something like that too. So I think when I first started doing the performing aspect of it, we would go to a gymnastics gym in Vegas. We'd set up blocks. And then my boyfriend now, he would always lead like this whole class. We would do rolls. We'd start with rolls just to, feel getting upside down. And then we'd start like
loosen up,
jump
up.
Jump up stuff, jump on stuff. So it's a lot of cross training, I would say. And then just always adding to your skill set, like working on stuff. My Kung Fu instructor used to say, like, you have all these plates that are spinning, right? Like, let's say that you're balancing all these plates. And let's say you're working on a form and you just like, you spin, oh, I got it good. Oh, but I need to work on some throws. So you start spinning it. And they're like, oh, wait, that one's about to fall. So you come back and you start spinning
real
that.
Quick. Like,
yeah. So it's kind of like always keeping your plates spinning, if that's a good analogy.
That's a really good analogy.
I know.
I love it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I always
shout out to your kung fu teacher.
Steve Matchett. He's awesome. Yeah,
that is really good.
He has so many good analogies.
I think that's what life.
Yeah,
and that's not just for training. I think that's just life is, right? It's a great analogy. A bunch of plates that you just kind of always have to come back to this one and this one and this one. And eventually, just keep them all going.
You could say that's with relationships as well. Like, oh, I haven't talked to that person in a long time. Like, oh, I need to call my mom back. Or, oh, like, man, I wonder what they're up to. Like, let me talk to them. I think that's really important. So
I know.
Yeah, I'm bad at that, but I try.
Well, as long. First rule of realizing there's a problem is admitting there's one, right?
Oh, yeah.
So knowing that, like, I got to get better, that's the best attitude you can have.
Yeah.
So you were training. This is what I wanted to ask you. Is there like groups of people that are stunt performers that you guys kind of hang out together and train together? And then you have some general training, right? So like we were just talking about it. So like keep up with your martial arts, strength and conditioning. And then you get a script, and there's something very specific that you're going to do.
Yeah.
And then the So, does I'm quite wondering, how does this work with the film? Do the production hire, like, is it a club or team or a group of stunt performers that they go to and then say, hey, I think you guys can handle this whole choreography and stunt, battle or whatever's happening here?
Yeah, I think it just depends, because I've worked on quite a few sets where they've worked with these performers before, or you need somebody specific, like this person needs to jump off this wall and then do a double twist before they land. Like there's only a few people who could do that,
Right.
So you'd be like,
Not me.
Yeah. So a lot of times a coordinator will ask one of the performers, like, hey, do you know anybody who could do that? And they'll recommend. Or now, you know, they're really good about being true. Let's say if you're doubling a female, like they're not just going to wig up a guy. They're going to actually find somebody who looks like the girl, same color, you know, same height.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
What? They
Yeah.
used to wig up.
Yeah, they call it wigging. Yeah, they'd wig up
They
guys
put a wig on a guy
to do
the stunt.
Yeah.